Okay, Spaceblock 40 stack challenge episode 28. Yeah, the chaos buffer has some issues. Because I remember checking the power midway through last episode and seeing that it wasn't the usage I expected and being slightly concerned about that. And yeah, that's because a bunch of stuff has stopped, including all the way back up here, which might partly be to do with me putting a bunch more steel in it, but also all of this stuff is just filled up with a lot of RCUs. So maybe we just, I mean, this is only a temporary solution because they're all going to come back anyway. We'll try and clear out some of that space. Yeah, so we got to figure out what we can do that will use some of this stuff at a somewhat faster rate. Because, you know, factory must grow, but we also kind of got too much stuff. Probably going to put these back later, but I just don't need all of those now. But the thing that we may as well do, I don't need that one. That one was to extend the other build. What even is that? Is this? That's not the one. That's the one I will need soon. This one here. We'll extend the mixed build again, because extending the mixed build is the thing that we do. I think that needs to join there. These guys have got all of the seed they need, so that's fine. And then the other issue is that I've got a lot of steel furnaces, and I'm pretty sure I don't have that many steel furnaces around doing anything. Also, do I have... These guys are nearly done with their module 3 upgrades. Okay, we're going to continue with that and upgrade some of these guys, and then upgrade some of these guys, and you know, all the module 3s that we find we will have something good to do with, even though we don't kind of need, sure. And yeah, these ones, some of these were changed to prod mods because I think I've got kind of enough efficiency modules, and we're just kind of, some of them still aren't. Yeah, because all this stuff is slow because this stuff is jammed up, and we've got to be able to basically just take all this stuff off the belt so that it continues to run. These guys aren't running because they don't have productivity modules, so we do that and they're going to run, then this will run again. Yeah, other things we wanted to do is I did want steel and stone from somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, it's a bunch of that stuff because I want a lot of these. I'm pretty sure that the only place I'm making steel furnaces is, there's a lot of steel on that belt. I could possibly pull that steel off. I could possibly run these around the other way at this point. Yeah, this guy is the steel furnaces, and I just don't have any because this guy is the only place that's, like, this was a slow steel furnace build, and I kind of need more steel furnaces than that now. So where do I have? I have another steel buffer. How are all these guys going? I mean, some of these guys are still kicking through their stacks, aren't they? Many of those concretes are done. Yeah, I mean another episode, and okay, some of those more than one episode, which is also fine because we're going to have more than one episode of this stuff to do. Hey, guys that should be upgraded, and you, and I guess also you. Do I? Oh yeah, I've got a lot of steel here. Sure. Handcrafting. Everyone likes handcrafting. Which of these boxes did I take this from? This box. Okay. Yeah, so the next idea, to partly get around having so much of the stuff in the chaos buffer, is this build down here, this nice waterfill thing, which is doing some amount of stuff now, probably. Oh yeah, I've wondered if these guys were having bottleneck issues, and then noticed that this one with the, like, this is going to give me the last of the normal stack capacity bonuses that I was kind of counting on having when I noticed that these guys were having an inserter throughput issue. So we won't worry about that so much right now, but what we do want to do is get more waterfill going by, I've got to get the top of this thing so I get the tiles, something like that. let's get that much of it, and make sure we include the tiles, and .54, but then I've got like another 2 tiles to play with here, so let's make that 52. And then let's have this be the waterfill manufacturing blueprint. So I can line a second one of these up now, right? Or if I can find even where the first one is. Yeah, so that's going to be our landfill. Why? Oh yeah, because some of these are just not got rubber for coverage. Okay, so let's add a little more access there. And I'm going to need access here as well, because I've got to get that fuel belt down. So the bots can do that. We can do that. That little bit of access there is going to annoy me. So yes, we're going to do that. Bots have got a lot of work to do. A bit later we can put in more of this down, which will take... You still don't have your upgrades. Sure, whatever, moving on. We'll take more of the modules out of each of the various storages. Yeah, power's back, which means I'm using it again, which I guess is good. How do I get through here? I guess I get through this way. I just wanted to briefly check on the Coverx, because, yeah, I've got some of this, but I think I can do better. Like, if I just, like, go, these guys disappear. Thank you for your contribution. In fact, even this guy can disappear. That was a big pole, and that probably connected to some stuff, so let's make sure that that's still a big pole. Because then, like, the plan for the rest of this is just going like, hey, let's cover X more and harder. So that's probably going to be fine. I don't have anything that I can give to... Okay, so we're doing more cover X stuff. That's going to be part of... What on earth happened here? Are you just a mess? You've run out of different things, and as a result things aren't running. Cool, good job. You have... Sure, whatever. Just like get stuff out of my inventory. I kind of don't even care at this point. Yeah, so are these guys are not all done with their landfill yet. This guy can kind of go down there, but yeah. Other things I wanted to do, because I think I still have a problem with this. Yeah, I still definitely have a problem with that filling up. I've got to do something about all those things. Where though? Okay, so first, trying to remember all the various different bits. Oh yeah, this bit of green chips needs to be upgraded as well. Never mind. If I unhook that, you're going to request a lot more speed modules, which is cool. I've got all of the steel furnaces that I don't actually need. You're done with those. You're done with these inserters. That's cool. Can I... Because the other ones I was thinking about putting here are the burner mining drills and the boilers. One of which needs pipe, which can go like that, I guess. And then I might have to redo all of that later. Here is where I think can go? Sure. Not... Well, I mean, okay, so that one's not going to stay there anyway. Why did you have... Okay, whatever. Things I'm not even going to think about. And then if this guy requests these things, then I'm now working on yeah, I'm now working on, you need to be in a different place. I already put one there. Okay, sure. Yeah, so this stack will fill with burner inserters. This stack will fill with boilers. Don't I already have a number of boilers somewhere? That's not the way to do that. The way to do that, to get them all into this box, is to go logistic request boilers 500. I'm pretty sure I've got a decent number of those floating on the network. I'm got to come back for those at the moment, in a moment anyway. These guys are still just requesting and are kind of struggling, which is interesting. It's kind of relying on those guys being fine. Lots of centrifuges is good. The other one that I need to work on is this one. You need to be making me more reactors, because I'm gonna need more reactors. And get all of them, sure, whatever, go hard. You are insert a bottleneck on copper, so that's gonna get easier for you. Yeah, these, I think that's received. Yeah, that's everything that it's going to be. So now I should have pulled all of those out of the other places and then where they could be. This whole thing here doesn't need to be here anymore, but I don't really have anywhere else to put it, but that's fine. Yeah, how are these guys going now? They're all running. This is mostly pretty flowing. I think I'm happy with this. This looks like everything is going, which is, I mean, you're not fully upgraded yet, but that's fine. I guess we just do a bunch of research, sure. Yeah, I gotta go back down. I don't have to go back down here, do I? I can actually just use this disaster of a blueprint. Why did... Okay, I was previously out of range of something. This was a bunch of stuff that didn't get built, whatever. Sure, I feel like I could have been more optimal with that space usage. But I'm also not really sure I care that much. Bots are, busy, sure. Okay, gotta go and figure out something to do with all these RCUs, and the thing I was thinking about setting up was this stuff, because I'm pretty sure I have a surplus of all of those now, and I just need somewhere to put them. Do I put them here? Do I put them in this mall? Let's put them over here. These two guys can graduate from concrete to the world's worst explosives. Steel is probably fine. Is this at least all flowing again? And the answer to that is no. But there's a lot of steel on this. Do I even want to be taking steel off that way? Can I think I've got to have steel going the other way now, don't I? Okay, let's quickly go and look into that quick problem. And actually, you know what the other thing I want to do? If you guys are the logistic storage, I don't want to be emptying you into the other place. Oh, and the other thing I want to do... you guys don't want to be making those anymore. You guys want to be making these things. And then you want to request red chips, because you're going to need red chips to be able to... You're going to need red chips to be able to make more of those, which is kind of the point there. But that's fine. What was I doing? I was wandering up here to... Yeah, not those guys, but if these guys are now going the other way and are grabbing steel... then this makes this better in theory. I mean, I'm getting less steel through here, and all the steel is going to be going into this buffer now, but also this is the logistics supply buffer. Let's do this differently as well. even though I've got the logistics supply on the other side and I'm kind of not using it. Whatever. Okay, let's... I mean, this at least, that all flowing makes it look like I'm getting work done. I think I need dedicated red chips, because I need to be making more stuff, and then I also just need to be working on getting all of that stuff out of the network. Like, this box is still, yeah, I have not really put any dents in things. Where is, over here is the lodging wall, sure. Oh hey. And flamethrowers. What else does Spidertrons need exactly? Things to worry about later. Okay. If you're there, you can go there. This guy can go here into a box that lives there. Kinda wants to be the same box, really, doesn't it? So let's do this separately. Let's do a very silly thing. Because now, if these guys are outputting like so, they're outputting to the same box, which is, you know, part of the plan. There isn't anywhere else to go on the other side. Never mind. Okay, let's get started on. I don't actually think these are going to take that long. Give me this back. 10, 10, 30, and 50 seconds. That's actually what you guys are requesting. And I should have... I mean, this Coverix is not got any speed 2 mods. I thought I would have had. Actually, they're not getting built there, are they? They're getting here. They're getting built here. And this one is just not seeing any speed mods, because I'm still making a lot of RCUs. I'm seeing a lot more RCUs on this belt than I would like to be seeing modules. I wonder if I'm still just... Yeah, some of these caches are still just emptying. Like, to here we're fine. Did I make something that used a lot more speed 2 modules? Yeah, I should power this, say. That powering this build would be a good idea. So let's actually wander back down there. You're doing everything you need to, that's fine. Are there other things that... Discharge defense remotes. You know what? Sure. Not that. Discharge defense remotes. I don't know, I've got so many more train parts than I need, whatever. Yeah, making most of the things. Are there things I can give away? I've got a lot of poles. What needs poles? Rail needs poles. Where's rail? Rail is... Those are the upgrades. Here's the science over here. How are the flame totals going? Yeah, they're kicking over it, aren't they? Things I don't want in my inventory, thanks. Of which I still have quite a few, sure. Okay, I mean, tank shells are also a thing I'm not doing yet. But, more importantly, let's also... Yeah, okay, yeah. Because I turned that second build on. And so there's a bunch of beacon stuff in here which needs... Yeah, oh well. Sure. Okay. Next part of the plan anyway then is... Where is it? This thing? Oh yeah, I decided that was actually a bad place to put it, didn't I? Oh, these guys can still go next to each other, right? That's... Yeah, that's gonna be fine. I wonder if I can actually put waterfill in empty space. I wonder if the bots will just go and do that for me. Maybe. Okay, so that's going to be my third of those. Then the question is, do I have... I mean, I've got all those, like, hazard concrete and junk like that. I've got down to 21k landfill and storage, which is fine. Reinforced concrete can go back here. Tech is not really happening. Oh, if I run down... I have run down all of these things. Okay, that's another useful thing that can be done. If I... So these two spaces are being taken, so if I do something like that... This'll do a thing, won't it? Yeah, that'll be fine. Because then... Sure, that's not ugly at all. That's just normal ways of things happening right here. It's fine. But these guys can request 200 space science, actually meaning space science this time, and 200 military science. And then I can Logibot supply this, and everything will be much better. And whereabouts did those... It's over here? These are the guys that... Yeah, I want all those, because I'm going to plug them back into something. Most of that is also just like whatever. I've got a fair amount of whatever stuff just floating around on my person at the moment as well, don't I? There's a lot of... Yeah, just like... Yeah, sure. Cool, great. Yeah, going and doing things. Where's... I don't even have requested chests. I don't have... Are you done? You are not done. That's also fine. All that is pretty fine. You're done. That is not what I expected. Okay. In that case, I've got 2 types of wire for you to work on. You're done. That probably means that most of these guys are done. Yeah, all these guys are done. Steel chests, however, are not done, but that's fine. One of these goes here. You're just gonna, yeah, just work on that stack, that's fine. I need to take these chests over to the military science, which is up here, because Logibots need to be able to bring this over to the main storage. These guys are... Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need more than that anyway, so these guys working through this at some rate is fine. Have you guys done? You guys have kind of started on that. Let's line this up properly. And the bots have put the water fill in, so that's nice. So these guys are probably, yeah, these guys are just blasting out. They are doing everything they can. These guys still don't have the module 2s. That's interesting. He's got 100. He's got all the things he needs. Okay. Oh, I've got some of them. Okay, so let's go and help with that, and then we'll go and attend to the new water fill build that's also going to be doing a thing. And then, what even is the next priority to not be accidentally filling up the chaos buffer with stuff? Also things to think about. Okay, you guys can have that stuff. Sure, and then this one, yeah, this has already got the upgrade planner I want. Those guys are all going to be speed 2s, but in the moment they've got a bit more. That's still unhappy. Reactors I don't have because... Is it because of concrete and red chips? Is that still going to be the thing that I'm sad about? That's not what I wanted. I do in fact need red chips. Okay. So I guess we're going on a little bit of a hunt to find me some red chips, and you know, here we go. This is going to be a disastrous way of picking up that many red chips. Okay, sure. I'm not even requesting them over here, but that's fine. Yeah, sure. I mean, I do have... What do we even want with this many blue chips? And a lot of RCUs, so many RCUs. And I'm now down on LDS, but also rocket fuel, which was the thing I was considering extending anyway. I mean, as long as you don't put this first reactor in a dumb place. You put the first reactor in a dumb place. But you also haven't put down these roboports yet. So these guys didn't actually request the fuel, so you didn't really waste the fuel. But even then, this is going to take me up to one. I do need that last one online as well. Everything is going to be a bit sad until I get... Yes, no other... Of course there were no other red chips in storage, because they would have already been requested if they were in storage. Yeah, generally a bit grim. Do I actually need... I'm actually going to unset the RCUs for a moment, because I don't think I actually need all those RCUs. Let's keep some of them, sure. Let's keep the ones that have already got Module 3s. Module 3s, yeah, the ones that are already Prod Mod 3s I will keep. The rest of these, yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of red chips coming out. And it's actually bottlenecking here, which is fantastic. Because it means there's a kind of simple thing I can do about that. I mean, I could also upgrade all those guys' modules, but that's not the simple thing I'm going to do. The simple thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and go 2 of these guys with not much capacity at all. You are only going to take red chips. And let's have you powered now. Okay, so I mean, I could take steel off this belt as well. But this means I'm going to get... I mean, these red chips are going to get taken in preference by these things. So these guys might now run into trouble. Cool. There's a lot of steel as well. Maybe I set one of those to steel. Because the thing is, because of the way this is all yellow belt and then this is all yellow belt, I'm never going to get more turning up in here than I'll get through here. And I'm getting fuel issues now. I'm getting quite a few fuel issues. Okay, yeah, that's because everything else here is going to be running slowly because the power is going to be sad, which is fine. And as soon as I get this one online, it will be better, but that's not going to be a while yet. Do I have... I don't really have the concrete with me, but I'm not super concerned about the concrete. That was not the one I wanted. I did not want to be giving him the red chips at all. I wanted to be giving... Where is it gone? Where's my reactors? Here they are. This is the one that deserves all of the red chips. And so this will be enough for another reactor. So this will get us this one online. Then we're down to this one that I've still not put a radar on yet. Which is fine, sure. These guys still aren't upgraded. Why is this... Okay, these guys are... Yeah, okay, so this just had all the heat in it and is running it down at the rate, then these guys are just putting out all the heat, and so it's staying with the amount of heat that's in it, whereas this one, because it was coming up to temperature, means that it's still heating up because it's just got the last 2 reactors. Okay, fine. That should have... Yeah, I'm now on 1.6. I need more. That's kind of okay. how are these guys doing? These guys... Yeah, these guys should have all been 2s, shouldn't they? I did want all those to be 2s. That's why I don't have any speed 2s in the network. And this is also why I don't have any speed 3s in the network. And then I also haven't seeded this, so none of this is running. Cool. Good. And then the rest of this blueprint is also just not present. So let's... yeah. Where's the thing going? Here? The fuel lines are connected though, so that's kind of fine. Kicking this off while I am in a low power state also sounds like a bad idea, so maybe let's not do that. I do need a lot more modules, and everything is just slow, and yeah, everything's just unhappy and bad. I mean, putting module 1s in these would be strictly better than waiting for all the module 2s to build. What was that box they're doing? This is another spare box of landfill. Okay, sure. I don't think I need that at all. Radar. Do I not have a radar? Was I even making a box of radar somewhere? Is that also a thing that I should be caching by now? So I'm going to do that. Do I actually have... There are no power connections over this side. Interesting. Because this one has... If it goes there, that's going to connect. And then where is the equivalent of that on the side? It's just underneath here, isn't it? Which looks like it will connect. Because having all of those inline is a thing that will make me happy. Yeah, so I've got to get... Oh, that's an interesting situation. This landfill doesn't get built because it's actually outside of the range of the roboports on the other side, which means that these roboports don't get built, which means that, yeah, that's an interesting thing. It's also completely fine. I can do that by hand if I had landfill, which I don't. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's still going to be bad. I have not done anything better about that. Where am I going to be able to find... I've now got 1, and I'm kind of... I'll have stuff for a second and third? Sure. Where am I going to find landfill? It's going to be directly up there. Okay, cool. I mean, I could also just request landfill. That sounds like a thing I could do, but won't. I'm not doing anything with plastic here, am I? Nothing here needs plastic. Okay, fine. This is a long way around. This terrible little landfill build is still going to have me some landfill I can have here. Cool. Is the chaos buffer... Those guys are still low on power. Maybe I do actually need to address that. And I didn't limit either of those boxes either, but everything is getting requested, so it's probably fine. And then this is doing quite a nice thing, which it is supposed to do, and I'm actually low on rocket fuel. Yeah, and still low on power, sure. I mean, I could put some of these back, but I'm not going to. I can just get stuck on them. Great. I think the hope is by the time I get over to putting this extra landfill in, I will hopefully have made enough of the reactors to be able to kind of kick off the second part of this. It goes there, and then goes here. Does not go there. It's a little bit... There we go. Goes like that. Okay. Yeah, let's smash in the next one of these guys. which is kind of the same one of these guys. Except I didn't put water fill in there for some reason. Those squares did not get water fill. Interesting. Let's get stuck. And then wander down here and do something about this waterfall situation. Of which I should now have a decent and automated amount in theory. Yeah. Stacks of water fill. That's pretty good. So what else? How am I doing with... So those guys are going fine. The new Logimal stuff I set up this time, sure, already like 10% of the way through that stuff. Sure, fine, great. I was adding waterfall to, yeah, the other side of this thing. Run all the way over here. Yeah, I think I have a bit of a plan for making the space concrete as well, but I'm really not concerned about that because the main bit is straight up just getting enough waterfall. Okay, so I need that first, and then I can put in this, and then I can do this guy again. What can't we build there is the question. Maybe there was already a thing in the way. The thing is, do these guys... Oh, these guys... This is going to be my next problem, isn't it? Is that these guys are not going to be in the same logistic network. Because these guys are spaced so as to not accidentally... Yeah, so that they could reach both things. Okay, sure. Lock myself in here again. Fine. The solution to that is going to be, of course, more roboports. I'm going to stand in the way of it myself because that's a great plan. Yeah, so now all that's going to be doing the things it needs to. All the Covrix is going. My module upgrades are not going. What is this for? Oh, that is not a thing that needs to be there. These guys are still going fine. This guy is doing stuff. Yeah, this fuel is now being split between... this chest, which is supplying... Yeah, it's supplying both the fuel and the nuclear weapons, but that's fine. That's a terrible way for you guys to put your reactors down. And then I just need a lot more speed 2 modules. I need speed 2s and productivity module 3s. Just make you guys a little bit better. There you go. Is this... That's nearly about as much power electricity as I need. Yeah, okay. Okay, yes, so everything should be coming back online now. These guys... Light oil cracking. Are these guys fueled? Oh, these guys' fuel supply is fine again. These guys' fuel supply is this coal. Sure. Okay, fine. Great. Cool. This is just ticking along doing its thing. It's got enough copper. It's got enough acid. These guys are running. Power's still not great. I mean, at this point... Okay, if this one is the next one, that's kind of silly. But... in either of the other 2 places, the next of those reactors going down is going to solve almost all my problems. Boilers are progressing, steam engines are done, burner mining drills are done. These guys are not done because I built some more power plants, which is fine. Yeah, how many are these guys... Where is this box of stuff? So these guys are actually... getting a decent amount of stuff done at the moment. Am I blocked on concrete for the reactors? That would be an interesting thing. And the answer is no, I'm blocked on steel, because that guy is the slow deal. Okay, is that a thing I can address? One steel over there. So let's just also... I was going to upgrade this fuel, wasn't I? Let's check in with the state of this buffer, and it's a disaster still. There's some space, but there's just a lot of blue chips coming through, which is probably a thing I need. It's just not a thing I want to have to deal with right now. How much of that? This much of that? Why are you there? Do I even want that buffer there? Probably. I might keep the buffer, but I might put it like down here to make it a little more accessible. Yeah. And then I've got some things to give to the silo, which is fine. You may as well get powered like that. I guess that's why I had one over there. Also, this kind of nonsense. Okay, so we've just doubled our rocket fuel, so the rocket fuel's also going to build up. We've got a buffer for rocket fuel. I still need a dedicated LDS build. These guys are, you know, doing whatever they can. Lots of blinking on the map, which I kind of like, because it means it's getting things done. I was, in fact, blocked. How are these guys doing? Yeah. Yeah, so I was blocked on rocket fuel. We've just doubled rocket fuel. A bunch of rockets have gone up. Tech is going. Is it time to... It must be time by now. I've got 4 of these things. These guys should be doing 480. Oh, I know what the problem is going to be. It's going to be that... Wait, no. This is definitely on the same grid, because they've got the big power balls on there. So what's your problem? You should have 800 from this, 800 from this, another 480 from this. I should be producing. I guess is this still okay? These guys are still warming up. Okay. In that case, by the time that warms up and gives me another 480 megawatts, that's probably about time to add the other seed elements to this other waterfill build that is not running yet, but should be. And by the time... It's copper in the middle one, isn't it? Yeah. Iron, copper, iron... That's not enough iron. Maybe it was. Copper in the middle one, and then stone in the bottom one. Enough of those all running? Yeah, sure, enough of all of those running. Copper, yeah, these guys, I need more of these upgraded modules. I really need more of those upgraded modules. Stuff will not be nearly as good until that is done. But this guy should be coming up to temperature soon? Not quite. But I will go from 1.6 and a bit to 2 and a bit, which will be, you know, that'll set that off, and then this build will consume more of that. And yeah, I think the next thing to do is going to be probably another, maybe a dedicated red chips build, because I just need module upgrades. Like, I need all of these module upgrades. I need a source of red chips that will, because I've got all the blue chips and all the basic modules I need turning up here. Like, I've got a lot of blue chips turning up here, which is fantastic. Actually, one thing to check is 7, how many of these guys? So I've got 3 of those, and this guy also just needs more LDS. So yeah, I do have more of those. I was contemplating building more stuff with that as well. Gates, yeah, gates are done. Military science is getting through stuff, which is fine. Yeah, so now I've got some of that other power grid online. Yeah, dedicated grid chips build, dedicated LDS build. Yay, more builds. Stuff generally progressing though. I think I might even throw another waterfill build down. But I think all of this stuff definitely needs modules first. I need a lot more speed modules. Actually, an interesting point about that. Yeah, I'll do this in between. I'm not actually doing anything with these speed 3s yet at all. And that right there, that box of 124 speed 3 modules is like 500 speed 2 modules that I could have. So I might just... I could do this now. If I do that... Except it didn't actually get... Yeah, there we go. This will... I can get all these modules later. These guys will get me a lot of speed 2 modules, which will finish populating these builds. Will get the rest of my waterfill back online. Oh, these guys need to be seated with the landfill as well. Let's go do that. And then that will be the last thing which we have done yet, because these guys have got all their science at the moment. Landfill for you, landfill for these guys. And then everything is going to be a bit slow and a bit grim until I get those modules, which I'm now also working on. So it also looks like I should have, because I've got the space there, I should have another roboport there just to make sure everything is nice and bridged, because that sounds like the sort of thing I do. I mean, this could also... Actually, it should go over here. So then I can still pretend that I've got kind of a road access way thing over here. And then this thing can go here. And yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're going to have done today. We got another of these builds up. It's kind of slow. It's not moduled yet. We do at least have... Yeah, we've got more electricity now. And we've got a lot of steel sitting around and a lot of this buffer stuff that's still just a bit of a mess. I mean, Spidertron will help us with some of that, but yeah. Are these guys at least... These guys also are waiting on the speed 2s. Okay, sure. Am I waiting on... Yeah, I'm waiting on modules and a couple of reactors yet. Sure, fine. Yeah, cool. Good stuff.